How are you doing, Erin?
I'm good.
Glad you could join
Thank you.
us.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
No, we're thrilled that you're here. So Helen mentioned that there was a family crisis that got you sort of looking in a different direction. So what was that all about?
About 3 years ago, my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. She's doing okay.
Oh, good.
So thank you. It was pretty devastating just to see what she was going through. And I was in New York, and I sort of asked the universe to kind of give me something to take my mind off of it.
You were looking for a way to just be distracted primarily from the challenges in your family.
Yeah, sort of, in a way
yeah.
I was. And I had a super powerful moment. I was at Grand Central Station one night, and I was rushing to take a train home, and I had a sandwich with me. I just purchased a sandwich from a cafe, and I saw a man standing outside of the train who was homeless, and just without thinking, I gave him half of my sandwich. And it was sort of like a light switch moment, and I saw the look of gratitude in his eyes and on his face, and I realized that I use my own two hands and sort of help someone, make it to their next meal, and I saw how powerful that moment was.
Right.
So I began packing sandwiches with me every day. I would wrap them up individually and just hand them out to people on the street and continue on. But the look on their face when they see that someone cares about them,
Right.
that's
Wow.
pretty powerful.
So you found that distraction from your family
I did.
troubles.
I did.
But you also found kind of a new part-time job.
Yeah, which has become a full-time job.
Well, tell me what
with
happened
zero
next.
pay.
Tell me what happened next.
It was a few months afterwards, I had an art show. And so people came, and my friends invited friends. I have some great friends in New York. The artist community is wonderful. And right before the opening, I just told them about my project and asked if they wanted to take a sandwich with them on their way out to feed to someone in need. And that was the beginning.
So suddenly you've armed a little bunch of delegates who are going to carry on this work.
Yep.
So then what happened? So you've got now more people who are aware of what it is you're doing on your own.
Yep.
And this now means that they're all going to come back and say, "Can I have some more sandwiches?"
Yeah, exactly. And they would even come back and tell me about the stories that they encountered with people.
Oh, cool.
About, handing out sandwiches and speaking to people. And they'd be so excited to tell me about the person that they had met on the street.
So I can see that this is growing.
Yes.
And so after a while, it's a circle of friends, and then thing happens, and then pretty soon, how many sandwiches are we talking about?
My friend gave me the idea. He said, "Why not you make this a monthly thing? Why don't you gather people together to make sandwiches, to have a good time, and just use their own two hands to make a difference?" And the community is super beautiful. The people that come out, we meet monthly, and sometimes 2 or 3 events per month.
I suspect, I don't know why, but I suspect you have a relatively small apartment in New York.
I do.
Do they come to your apartment to make all these sandwiches?
No, the maximum capacity in my apartment is 2. It's really beautiful. We started with one kitchen, and then friends of friends would tell me about other kitchens and restaurants that they work in or bakeries.
Wow.
And these people would contact me and say, "Hey, I have a kitchen for you to work out of."
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
and where do you get the stuff to make the sandwiches?
Any bakery that wants to donate to us. We usually run with individual donations. We've had the support of Whole Foods, and we've had the support of some amazing art galleries as well, and online artist communities. 154 Gallery, they've really helped us a lot. So we're fully run on donated
And
goods.
so on a monthly basis now, how many sandwiches get distributed?
So on a monthly basis, we distribute about 2,000 to 3,000 sandwiches per month.
2 to 3,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
And you've now sharing the workload a little bit more. So you have friends and volunteers who are helping to make the sandwiches
Yes,
and distribute
yes.
them. How many people come together on a monthly average?
We vary. Some events we have about 15 people, 15, 20 people. The largest event we had, which ironically was the smallest kitchen, we had 60 people. And we made 2,000 sandwiches in 45 minutes.
Wow. So it sounds like fun too.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people come out, because not
Yeah.
only are they're coming out to make a difference, it's this beautiful community, which is sometimes hard to find in New York. And you can come out, you could stay for the entire 2 hours, or you can stay for 5 minutes.
Right.
At some of our events, we have people that come out to make sandwiches that are homeless or that have been previously homeless. And it's really beautiful because they could be at a table standing next to someone that works on Wall Street, or standing next to someone that's a painter in the city. And there's no judgment. Everyone just puts on their hairnets and their gloves and gets to work.
We're all aware of big problems. We're all aware of big
Yeah.
things, and it's really hard to find a way to make a dent or make a difference. And it isn't likely that you will single-handedly eradicate hunger in the city of New York.
Exactly.
But the fact is, you found a way to organize people around this issue, and you're raising their awareness of hunger and homelessness, and you really are making a difference if you're giving out 3,000 sandwiches a month to people who are really in need.
Yeah.
That's not a small thing. So
Thank you.
you have a full-time job.
I have 2.
2.
Yeah.
Is this being one of them?
No, this is the 3rd.
The 3rd, okay. So how many hours does this take you on an average week?
This is, I spend the most time on this by choice. So this is
Wow.
about a 40-hour-a-week job.
Wow. And
I
this
don't
is,
sleep very much.
and this is an all-volunteer group,
Yes, we are all volunteers,
including you.
including myself, yes.
Wow, so it's
Indeed.
crazy. But it's all going well.
It is.
Yeah. And what's the name of the organization?
One sandwich at a time.
One Sandwich at a Time.
We are onesandwichatatime.org, all spelled out.
One sandwichatatime.org.
O-R-G.
There's photos and
Indeed.
info about the next meetup and sandwich making opportunity and
Yes.
all that stuff.
Yes.
That's so cool. Well, congratulations. I'm sure you're surprised that this thing has taken on the life that it has.
I am completely surprised and utterly grateful for it. So.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing your story. Thanks for coming out in person to tell
Thank
us
you so
about
much.
it.
Thank you
And
for
congratulations to this week's winner, Erin Dinan of New York City. The organization, once again, is called One Sandwich at a Time. Thank you, Erin. Congratulations.